Oh, well, hello, it's nice to see you, but I wouldn't want to be you. No, I'd rather be myself. Though I can tell you've got your reasons, and you're a good one for all seasons. You're just a picture of good health. Oh, but you see, I've got my own things, despite the problems that they all bring. At least I feel like mine to lose. I'd rather fight and lose my own wars and get to close my own doors. At least then I'm the one to choose. Well, this is on me, only on me, yeah, this is on me. Well, it's so very hard to be someone like me, yeah, someone like me, oh, someone like me. And in the time I built my own space, it comes to win my own race. In the time I found my home, you could have helped me in my travels. Instead you helped me to unravel. You know you played a kind of bold. Oh, in the home I hold my heartbeat. In the place I try to repeat all the things that worked before. Well, if you break it down as I did, and if you take me at my own bid, if you knew me at my core. Oh, this is on me, only on me, yeah, this is on me. It's so very hard to be someone like me, yeah, someone like me, oh, someone like me. Well, I know it's nice to see you, but I wouldn't want to be you. No, I'd rather be myself. Though I can tell you've got your reasons, and you're a good one for all seasons. You're just a picture of good health. Oh, but you see, I've got my own things, despite the problems that they all bring. At least I feel like mine to lose. I'd rather fight and lose my own wars and get to close my own doors. At least then I'm the one to choose. Oh, this is on me, only on me, yeah, this is on me. Well, it's so very hard to be someone like me, yeah, someone like me. Oh, this is on me, only on me, yeah, this is on me. Well, it's so very hard to be someone like me, yeah, someone like me.
Burn out, burn out, burn out. All of a sudden, I'm doing the beginning of the Knight Rider. Dun 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 dun. What's up, everybody? Hello, all those wonderful people out there. Welcome to part 2 of the ARV split cast. What's going on? Hello, Optic. Hello, Game. Hello, Roix. Hi, everybody. It is good to see everyone this evening. Let's see. Let's get rid of. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this, and let's put on that. There we go. Hello, wonderful peoples of the internet. What's going on, everyone? Good to see you again. I hope everyone is doing well. And that's Splitcast. What's up, Trace? Yeah, this is part 2 of the Splitcast. I'm going to be on for about an hour and a half or so, roughly speaking. And then I'm going to sign off for the evening. And then, of course, tomorrow is my big special cast, which is starting at 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. And again, I will reiterate this now, and I'll reiterate it at the end of the show tonight also as well, that it is very, very important that everybody do as much as they can to kind of spread the word about the show tomorrow night, because we're going to have a special one. As you can tell from the interlude, let's see, right down there that you see. special splitcast, Shadowrun Returns, Dragonfall, blah, 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 blah. But as it's about to tell you in about 3 seconds, tomorrow we are going to have on 3 major players in the Shadowrun Returns Dragonfall universe at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mitch Gitle, who is the executive producer and the co-founder of Harebrained Schemes, the studio that made Shadowrun Returns, is going to be on. Also with me is going to be Andrew McIntosh, who was the lead writer for Shadowrun Returns Dragonfall, and also Mike McCain, who was the lead artist for Shadowrun Returns. And so we're going to get art and writing and the major production up here as well. What's up, Inam? Hey, man. Hello, Joseph. Hey. Good to see you guys. So yeah, so we're going to have them. You see it now. See, we got Mitch Gitle and Mike McCain and Andrew McIntosh. I feel like one of those bouncy balls. And Andrew McIntosh. Welcome to the... But anyway, so that is happening tomorrow. Very exciting. I'm super pumped up about it. That's going to be happening tomorrow night. And then on Friday, we will finish up Shadowrun Returns Dragonfall. I assume by that point we'll be just about done with it. And then we're going to move on to the Fighting Fantasy game book, Island of the Lizard King, for a little palate cleanser. And the next game that we're going to take on is going to be Might and Magic Legacy, courtesy of Giltonum, a real honest-to-God grid-based, but new RPG, new within the last 6 months or so. So I'm looking forward to giving that a shot as well. So that's the deal. Working with Twitch to solve your server issues. Seriously, dude? Yeah, I saw that you were on, too. The reason I had a split cast, normally I'd be streaming during the day, and then I would be off here, and I might even be on sort of hanging out with you. But my wife and daughter are now winging their way. I, of course, am... all, prayers sent heavenward, etc., hoping that they make it with no problems at all. They are winging their way. I already missed them out to Seattle, where they're going to be there for the next couple of weeks. I have a class, obviously, to teach tomorrow, and then I have classes to teach on Monday. Tuesday, I'm flying out myself because I have a conference in Seattle called NorwestCon, which I did last year as well. If anyone's in the Pacific Northwest, by the way, would love to see any or all of you at that. I'm going to be on panels there and doing a reading also. So that's going to be happening not this week, but next week. So I'm leaving on Tuesday for that, and I'm going to be gone for a week. I'll be back the Tuesday after, and then I will be home for at least 2 months. In June, conferences will start up again and all that stuff, but that's what we're looking at over the next few weeks. So I'm pretty pumped about that. Yeah, so hey, Mel, what's up? And yes, my first cast was, in fact, the new chapter 3 of The Wolf Among Us, which was great, by the way. Really, really good. So I think The Wolf Among Us has been awesome. I love it. As I said, I liked the concept anyway of what I saw in something like The Walking Dead. The problem is I just don't like zombies at all. So The Walking Dead thing was like, eh. But this one has been great. I've had a lot of good fun with it. It is completely not for kids ever. So that's why I had the big old mature channel only slapped on the top of it. But yeah, but it was really, really cool. And each one of these is so short that I can get it done. So it worked out well because it means, well, you can check out the vid of it, Mo. The video is on there. It's from, I did it 5 hours ago or whatever it was for the first part. And it was just right around 2 hours, I think is how long it took me to get through it. So, but it worked out well because that way I'm pretty confident I won't get through Dragonfall Returns, Shadowrun Returns Dragonfall tonight because I've only got about an hour and a half to play, and tomorrow when I start playing I might be able to finish it up with those guys on stream, and if not, I'll at least be able to make some good headway, but I won't have to be embarrassed and go, yeah, so we already finished, so yeah, that's the deal. If we're going to do any Wisconsin cons, I do have some good friends out in Wisconsin, actually, game. I do have some good friends out in Wisconsin. One of the ones, I think it's called Epic Confusion, I want to say is one of them. The big one is called WisCon, is the one that everybody knows from Wisconsin. I've never been to that one. That doesn't work out very well for me schedule-wise, so I'm not sure how feasible that is for me, but, we'll see how that works out. So, anyway, so that's the deal with that. I hope everyone is having a wonderful evening tonight. Without further ado, let us get into some Dragonfall, because, as I said, I don't have a lot of time to play. So, let's get moving on out here. Alrighty. Okay, so it's not on your internet side, Inam? It definitely isn't. It's just some screw up with like Chicago or something or wherever it is you've been. Because I do notice that you've been disconnected a couple of times, but well, that sucks, man. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. All right, let us get underway. Let me turn up my master volume. Cool. All right. Whoops. I just hit continue instead of load. That was an error. Error. Yeah, no, see. This is completely not right. I've already gotten past Bloodline. Oh, so you called and yelled at Comcast and they yelled you back? Very nice, man. Yeah, no, that's wrong. Incorrect. I already took care of Bloodline. What get? Oh, this is not... Okay, I'm thinking this is Mark 6. I was so confused. I'm like, what the hell? Why am I here? Okay, my bad. My bad. This is where I should be. I was completely confused. I'm like, are you kidding me? Right, generator overload in 3 turns. That's right. I think I was just waiting here. If I'm not mistaken. Escape through the security door. Okay. D-trick. If I can get you to go here, and please overlook there. Blitz, I need you to get this door open. Oh, wow. I'm getting all the internets. That's cool. That's awesome, man. I'm sorry that that happened to you, man. That sucks. What's up, 10? Generator overload in 3 turns. That means I need to get out in 3 turns. Jeez, man. I don't know that I have time. I'm gonna just produce an attacker. I don't really have time, though. Yeah, I gotta get out. I don't have time to produce a... whatchamacallit right here. Oh, that sucks, 10. The Mobo is discontinued. That sucks. Yeah, man. So, oh, 10. There we go. Sorry, you were scrolled down on my screen for some reason. 10, that sucks. Yeah, everything is fine with me, 10. I'm doing fine. But I am sorry to hear about that situation. Okay, there's the security access door. Good! Please hit him. Yeah. Oh, there's 2 of them there? Okay. Okay, go ahead and occupy his attention, guys. No picnic! Wow. Somewhere the computer is swearing the way I do when they miss these point-blank range shots. No. This guy. Damn it. Okay. Okay. Get this door open. Get this door open! It's nice to know that that timer stops, because I thought the timer was not going to stop while I was in here, and it's kind of like, There we go. Yep. Confirm. 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 Whew! Haha, nice game. So that means you're going to take it then. The Kreutz Bazaar. Memories of the explosion that toppled the Aztech Technology facility keep you company on your ride back to the Kreutz Bazaar. You barely managed to outrun the blast. Now the facility lies buried under thousands of kilograms of twisted rebar and reinforced concrete. No doubt a considerable blow to Aztech Technology's activities here in Berlin. Mission successful. It's time to get paid. It's also time to watch as Aztech Technology, you know, goes out for corporate vengeance. And believe me, corporate vengeance is a thing. Alright, how much karma? Nice game. Well, good luck, man. That's awesome. Your PDA rings and the face of your fixer, Paul Amsel, appears on screen. I have uncovered some terrible information. The team is assembled in the safe house. Please meet with us there when you are able. Terrible information, huh? Alright, well, let's use some of this 16 karma. Oh, yeah. First of all, that moment you've all been waiting for. Maximum charisma. Okay, let's see. Corporate. That's it. 12 charisma. Okay. Now the next step is going to be to get that, and then I want to do another one of the spirit control. So that and then that. Very cool. Yay! Alright. Let's save this here. It'll be worth it. Yeah, nice, man. Okay. Oh my goodness, are there a lot of games I gotta delete here. A lot of games I had to delete. I knew that was going to be the case with this one. Delete. Delete. Actually, there we go. Delete. 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 A lot of them. A lot of them. Okay, and then we got... Let's see, there's that one, that one. Okay, that's fine. Now, let's save this. It's bizarre. Good. Haha. Why, thank you, game. Yes, yes. I'm modeling this character after my own personal characteristics now. Haha, the Arvin Elrond Civic Center. What's up, Samuel? Why can I not talk to you, Samuel? Samuel, I thought we were bros. You have nothing to say to me? Is that what's going on? Oh. Okay, so we have a foul up again. Oh, and also it didn't save. That's lovely. Great. God damn it, man. Watch, it didn't save. Quick save doesn't work. Unbelievable. So I gotta reload it again. Swear to God. Some of the bugs. I just have been, I've been blown away by this game, but a couple of the save bugs are just, man. 10. All right. Okay, PDA rings. Already had this conversation. Yada, yada, yada. Does this work? Okay. Okay. So that, I suspect, means that I'm going to be able to save it now, which is what I wanted to do. Let me spend my karma first. Okay, drop this down here. Corporate, which I guarantee will not be useful anymore. Now that I had to use it, I could have used it a bunch of times, and now it's no longer going to be useful. Okay, save game. Create new save. Game save. There we go. So it's some bug that I can't save it. When I can't save it, I also can't talk with the guy, but once I can talk to them, it's fine. Bizarre. Anyway. Okay, welcome back, mein Freund. Your donations have been extremely helpful. Thanks to your assistance, many of the Kreuz Bazaar's poorest residents will be able to ride out the winter in comfort. What can I do for you today? Oh, I hear you. Yeah, man. I was rooting for Wisconsin in that game. That was a tough, tough game. Thank you. Yeah. UConn men and women. Unbelievable. It's funny, too. Whenever they do this, whenever the men go on a run like this, it usually comes out of nowhere, and it usually just doesn't stop. You know? Like, in 2011, it was like, oh, they're somehow winning 5 games in 5 days to win the Big East tournament, and all of a sudden they're in the tournament, and oh, they won and now they win the national tournament. Okay. You know, it's amazing. So it's always a pleasant surprise in a way. Not because they're not good. I mean, it's an amazing program, but, you know, they're 6 or something like that and won in the Final Four, and they've never lost a championship game. They're now 4-0 in the championship game. So I was happy about that. I was happy that we got to kind of stick it a little bit to the one-and-done nonsense. Yeah, so it was really great. And then the UConn women went out and kind of followed it up themselves. So college basketball mecca of the universe. But I am very sorry to hear about. I was very sorry about Wisconsin, though. They played a great game, and it was too bad. I was rooting for them. I was partially rooting for them because I thought that UConn might have a better shot against Wisconsin than Kentucky, because Kentucky made me nervous. But it turned out it worked out. So yeah, Kemba was something else. But you know, Shabazz was amazing too. Did we decide on a new Baldur's Gate 2 date? No, I don't think so, Inaman. We'll have to kind of see if it's all going to work. So my wife and daughter are not here at the moment. They're gone in Seattle until they are flying as we speak in a plane. And so I'm going to be meeting up with them next Tuesday. So it's conceivable, maybe, that over the weekend I might be able to do something. I don't know. But if it's not going to be then it's not likely to happen because I'm leaving on Tuesday. So I'm not going to be around for most of next week. And obviously I can't do it tomorrow because it's a big stream for me. And Friday during the day. I guess Friday is maybe an option also. Depending. I kind of wanted to finish up with Shadowrun, but Friday's maybe an option too. So I don't know. We'll have to chat about it. Let's see, about your organization, donations, grown as much. Okay, organization's policies, and how's Alexander doing? He's adjusting. Okay, right. So I already talked to him about all that stuff. What about this guy? Lane, you feeling any better? Lane looks to have mostly recovered from whatever happened the other day. A few butterfly stitches keep closed the lacerations on his face, and his damaged prosthetic looks to be functioning normally once again. And what brings you around today? I want to talk about what happened the other day. The old soldier glowers, but given his physical handicaps and his recent injuries, he hardly makes for an intimidating figure, troll size notwithstanding. Hang my hoop. I'm not a child, man. I'm not helpless. And even if I was, leave me to whatever fate I've earned. Who was it? Someone who heard an unfounded rumor. A rumor about me joining up with Orc, presumed favorite polyclub among us trogs. Maybe he was Humanus. Maybe he was Cerberus. Or maybe just another Flux fanatic who thought the balance of power would be upset by me joining up with Orc. I don't know and I don't care. I just want to be left alone. What do they want? He wanted to dissuade me from lending my voice or experience to any pro-metahuman parties. I tried to talk him down, tried to explain my fighting days are done, but he wouldn't believe me. Hey, Pav. Bastard made a liar of me when I beat him with my crutch. Will they be back? Not if they know what's good for them. Last time they caught me alone taking a shortcut through an alley. I won't make that mistake again. I'm sticking close to home and close to Samuel and his people. They won't shy away from a fight. Okay, I'll leave it at that. I'd like to hear more about your part in the Euro Wars. Lane sighs, his weight settling on creaking legs. Problem with a tight-knit community like the Kreuz Bazaar is that you can't escape who you are. Fine. You want to hear it? I'll tell it. Someone better than me in IT, or at least a decent FTP server. Alright, I'm sure some people here will be able to help on that score. The old troll leans heavy on his crutch and takes a steadying breath. I was a colonel in the Finnish army. During the first Euro War, the Jaeger Brigade was mine. For decades we've used ATVs, Nasus and bandwagons mostly. Slow, lumbering things, but built for the snow of the Lapland. I was the one who changed all that, moving us over to T-birds. I made us fast and nimble. The Russians were still slow, and though they had us outnumbered and outgunned, we could run circles around them. I'm not sure when, and I'm not sure who, but the comparison was made to Rommel. Arctic Fox followed soon thereafter. That's pretty cool. But I don't celebrate the title. Far too many young soldiers died under the command of the Arctic Fox. This is why some ask me to fight, and this is why I refuse. Don't take up any more of your time. Alright, so our guy was a general. Not surprising. Okay, Alright, let me go talk to Lucador first. Oh, no problem at all, man. Haha, exactly. What's up, Murray? How you doing, man? Alright, time to go talk to... what's his face? Okay, Luca. My organization is displeased with your performance in the Igi Chemi Europa office. It would have been very easy for you to make some extra yen by doing what we asked of you. Now, do we have any other business to discuss? Talk to that exec. He'll fall in line after he gets his pants thoroughly dry cleaned. Excellent work, runner. Perhaps you do have a future in this town. Here's your bonus. See you around. Is it 1,000? Okay. I don't know if that was worth it for a lousy $1,000 bucks, but whatever. Doing well, man. Doing well. Just playing a little bit of Shadowrun Returns, trying to get some stuff in, trying to get some play here in my second part of my little split cast. Alright, time to find out the bad news from Paul. Oh, you never heard of it? No, no, this is Shadowrun, man. Shadowrun Returns, Dragonfall. That's what this is. And it's pretty amazing. Yeah, I understand. No, it's amazing, man. There's kind of too much to summarize, but it's basically a game that is a party-oriented, turn-based combat RPG with some really cool stuff in it. Is what I'd say. All right, I gotta check out my computer first. Just a lot of cool things in it. And if you want to know more about it, I'm going to have 3 of the devs on with me tomorrow night. So definitely check that out. 2 unread messages. 1 last DVD. The screen flickers to life and Mollet's face appears. She wears a plastic smile. Hoy again, Arvin Eleron. Well, I've recovered 1 last DVD for you, but I'm afraid that's all you're going to get. You might as well use the rest as coasters. They're all beyond repair. If you look on the table beside your DVD player, you'll find the disc that I salvaged. She pauses. A slight frown crosses her face. To be completely honest, that was a lie. To recover this last disc, I was forced to subcontract. Thoughts on the Northwestern football unionizing story? Oh, give me a second, I'll talk about that game. Shradi is still a brute of a man. I'm unimpressed with his manner and his poor hygiene disgusts me. But he's very good with old things such as this. All credit where it's due. Okay. Continued assistance, Shockwell Writer Arvin Eleron. Thank you for your service. As a sign of our appreciation, we have decided to reward you with a piece of biotech that one of our operatives acquired on a recent job. If you wish to take advantage of this, go see Dr. Escapel. The implantation surgery has already been paid for, so there'll be no cost to you. Thanks again for your help. Enjoy your new toy. Freedom of quality information. Shock Lone Rider. Yeah, except I'm not getting any implants, but thanks anyway. Let's see. Jobs directory. Let's claim payment for that. If you are receiving this message, I have fled the country or am otherwise unavailable. Oh, Frau Mueller. Don't worry, you'll still be getting paid. I made the appropriate preparations. In any case, Arvin Elleron, thank you for helping me. Please do not attempt to contact me again. As far as the world and my former employers are concerned, I am buried under a ton of rubble. It's best that I remain that way. Goodbye, Ivan Jimenez, aka Frau Mueller. Payment details. Payment from client, $36,000. Deductions from crew, $9,600. Ammunition to resupply, $2,400. Automatic deduction for Alice funds, $18,000. Manger sent to Arvin Elleron, $6,000. That ought to be enough, I think. Back to route. Yep. 55,500, and I only needed 50,000. Oh. Alright, I gotta talk to Paul about that. Fine. I will do that in a second. First, though, let's get claim payment for sold pay data. OTK financial records. Alright. 440. It's not that impressive. As technology DNA donor list. Posting will remain active for 2 days. Of course it will. Alright. So in answer to that question, game, do I have any thoughts on the Northwestern football unionizing story? Yeah, I mean, in general, I am in support of unions. I think unions are very important for the most part. So, in general, I'm not against unionizing. It's a little stranger with the college football scenario because I've always been of two minds of it. I mean, on the one hand, I like watching some college athletics. I get a little uncomfortable with the extent to which college athletics sometimes dominates college practice, you know, policy. We used to have a joke at UConn that Gamble Pavilion, which is the basketball thing, and then the Homer Babbage Library, these two big buildings. We used to argue that Gamble was Pavilion and Homer Babbage were warring for the soul of the Storrs campus, and Gamble was winning. So, you know, I'm a little uncomfortable about that, and I'm a little bit, I think it's unfortunate that when you have something where you're getting a free ride to something which costs you $45,000, $50,000 a pop for a lot of these places. You know, I mean, even at my university at St. John's, it costs $35,000, $40,000 a year now. I think it's $35,000 for kids to go, regardless of what financial aid they get after the fact. The point is the stated amount to go with tuition and room and board is like $45,000. And so, or I'm sorry, not that much, $35,000. So that's expensive. That's really expensive. And it's getting to be where all of these universities are getting priced out. When I went to the University of Connecticut, my first year that I went, which was 1990, now I was living at home, so I was just paying tuition. I was an in-state student, and it cost me $5,000 a semester. So I ended up paying half of that. I ended up paying $2,500. My parents picked up the other half. So my first year cost me a grand total of $5,000. Second year, same thing. Now, when I got to Storrs, it was more expensive, and then other people had to, you know, I was fortunate my grandmother had left me some money for college and stuff, so I was able to get some other stuff handled in. But the point is, we couldn't afford something more than that, and that was at the time, and that was in 1990, 91, 92, 93, 94, and I was an in-state student. So these things are way out of hand, and consequently, when you have a guy, an athlete, who gets an opportunity to get a free ride at one of these places, that's a big amount of money. So I'm a little bit uncomfortable about the idea that these kids unionize because they're the ones making all this money for the university. It's like, well, you're getting paid for some of that. That said, though, the NCAA is so bad. They are so bad. They are so corrupt. They mishandle so many things so badly that I think anything which gets more attention and effort placed in something which can damage them, and I do know athletes that were screwed over directly, you know, so and I think in general I support their unionization, but I'm not like, yeah, like I'm nervous about the prospects. I'm nervous about sort of the implications, but I think it's pretty good in a lot of ways. So what's up, Dude Call? Good to see you, man. Yes, everything is good, man. And good to see Philly, too. What's up, Philly? Okay, thread. Kaboom. I know what that's about. You feel that shake a few hours ago? Not an earthquake. Excuse me. As the facility went sky high downtown. Boom. Can see the smoke from here. Friend of mine down there says it was a power spike that blew their generators. I doubt it. Only Shadowrunners have that sense of flair. You're kidding me. That huge one that sprung up 6 months ago? Place must have cost millions to build. If it was runners, hope they got a major payday. No way I'd go anywhere near an Azzy facility without a truck full of ammo and a mage watching my back. Honestly, the Power Spike version sounds more likely. I've walked past that facility and they have guards posted at the door 24/7, not to mention the automated turret systems backing them up. No way someone got paid to waltz through that shiza. No way. Wrong, Lumens. That's where you're wrong. Yeah, that being said was critical. Yeah, exactly, game. That's it. So, if the NCAA were a better organization, I might be more like, oh, well, the unionization is over the top and not needed. But the NCAA sucks, okay? It just straight up sucks. So, you know, frankly, you know, anything which can strike a blow against them is good. So dig this. Apparently there are some survivors wandering on a U-Bahn station near there. Some Bumona folks tried to see if they had accounts. Then one of them said something they had to keep running and they took off down the tunnel. With a blast that serious, it's no wonder they found some people in shock. Found that same post from the Bumona first responders, said those guys are wearing some sort of hospital gown. Those are the guys that have been grown. Those are the clones that I freed. They must have given it them. Maybe their clothes got blown off? Maybe, but God knows what the Azzies were up to. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad I managed to pull myself back from the brink in your eyes then, you know. Let's see. Please help me find my daughter. She ran away from home. She's human in her early 20s with short blonde hair and data jack. She was last seen wearing a light blue dress. Yeah, Shabazz Napier, the star for UConn, is named the outstanding player of the tournament, talked about the fact that he's gone to bed hungry sometimes at school. And, you know, UConn's response to this, which is like, oh, well, we give them the maximum under NCAA rules. I mean, maybe. To me, and again, this is not to argue that NCAA athletes, that college athletes don't get perks, because they do. And I've seen them, and I've taught them. I mean, I teach at a Division I school right now. I've taught them. But all athletes are not made alike, first of all. I've had, soccer athletes tend to be very good students. So do tennis athletes. I've had track and field. I've had a couple of basketball. They're all different, right? And also, other students that we ignore that are just as important, to the university should be, also have to deal with this stuff. That said, though, again, the NCAA is so bad. It's just so bad. So bad. So, let's see. Please help me find my daughter. She ran away from home. She's human in her early 20s with short blonde and data jack. She was last seen wearing a light blue dress. This is not exactly the place to be looking for missing kids. How did you even get in here? I paid good money to get on here. I was told you people could help. If you've got the Nuya and you came to the right place, I sent you a number that you can reach me at. The old help me find my missing kid routine, a classic. My money is on escaped wage slave. Make sure you do your homework, Ruby. I love how well they captured, like, they captured the message board feel. They really did. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I also, as you guys know, I coached, I debated and coached debate. So I coached collegiate debate, and, we were under NCAA jurisdiction, although it was a club. It was considered a club/organization, which, like, it's not like the NCAA has people that they send to find out about us. That's not how it works at all. And because we're Division III at Brandeis, that means that was further division. So it wasn't, it was nothing at all to the same level, except to say that colleges always do have in the back of their minds some things about the way they look vis-a-vis everybody else. And that was, definitely an issue in terms of looking at sort of their public persona. And athletics, sadly, call too much of the shots in this country when it comes to stuff like that. So that was, oh, God. Okay, good. I got all the back. For a minute, I was like, no! So, it's kind of interesting to see this go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. What you said is exactly right, Inam. I totally agree. Yep. And that's the thing, is that when people think about an NCAA athlete, they think about the guys who go for, like, the Kentucky basketball players. They go for 1 year, graduate, and then go on to the NBA. But the vast majority of student athletes are not like that. The vast majority of student athletes are people like I have in tennis or track and field or lacrosse or soccer, who are good students and good athletes, and baseball too. I mean, again, as I say, I've had a couple of soccer players. I had a couple people, one of them I think ended up over at the LA Galaxy. Top players. But they're not making a fortune. I guarantee you they weren't making a fortune. They sure as hell weren't making a fortune even with an academic scholarship. I mean, even with an athletic scholarship at school. So, yeah, you're right. It's definitely lots of differences. Franzo, what's up, man? All right, cool. I'm not likely to be on, just so you know, Rez. I'm not going to be on in 2 hours, but... all right, let's see what that DVD says. First of all, always got to say hi to Dante. Dante. Woof. That's exactly right, yeah. Yep. Okay, the 4th DVD. Play track 1. The DVD player ramps up to speed, filling the air with a shrill, whining sound. Green Winter's face appears on the screen. Timestamp of the video reads 2050 4/28. This is it, the interview. Took some digging to find it, but here he is, my big brother back in his prime. The note disappears, and for a moment the screen goes blank. Suddenly, image of a news correspondent flashes onto the screen, accompanied by a brief orchestral flourish. A timestamp in the upper right corner of the screen reveals the date, August 22nd, 2012. Oh, 2 years ago. Thank you for joining us. We are coming to you live. I love this little rainbow, this little color distortion thing that they have here. It's so cool. We are coming to you live from the ruins of Sengerhausen, the 5th Harz mountain town to be sacked by the dragon Feuerschwinge. Standing by my side is the head of Deal Defense, Dr. Adrian Vauclair. Dr. Vauclair has been hailed as a leader in the effort to bring down Feuerschwinge and end her reign of terror. Dr. Vauclair, tell us about your efforts to bring down the dragon. Killing the monster has been proven difficult to say the least. Her speed and maneuverability in the air are extraordinary. Her scales repel small arms fire, and her breath can melt steel. Our R&D teams have been working round the clock to devise a weapon capable of downing the beast. In the interim, we are providing material support for the Luftwaffe's attempts to shoot her down via conventional means. Herr Vauclair, why are you directing Deal Defense's energies to the killing of Feuerschwinge? Are there corporate interests at play in this? No. Why would there be corporate that? No. Why would they think that? Corporate interests? Nonsense. Corporate interests? No, this is a matter of human interest. Innocent lives are being extinguished at an appalling rate. I am in a position to help put an end to the slaughter, and so I must. It really is that simple. Oh, Murray, the reason there's all these German words is because this takes place in Berlin, man. This is Shadowrun Dragonfall is all set in Berlin. Oh, nice, Franzel. That's awesome, man. Yeah. Dr. Vauclair, you must understand my skepticism. Our viewers aren't looking for a PR statement. They come to us for the true... I'm afraid that I don't have time to go back and forth on this. Your viewers can think whatever they wish. My concern is in helping the people affected by this tragedy. In that case, Dr. Vauclair, I thank you for sharing your valuable time with us. You're very welcome. To the viewers at home, stay safe and watch the skies. Salvation is coming. I promise. Again, that was Dr. Adrian Vauclair, CEO of Deal Defense. Dr. Vauclair is the chief architect of the military's current plan to bring down the dragon Feuerschwinge. Stay tuned for more late-breaking news in the battle for the Harz Mountains. We'll be right back. You know, what if Vauclair set up this whole thing so that he could get a big corporate payoff, pretended that he actually killed Feuerschwinge but didn't, and so he's one of the ones working with her? That would be interesting if that's what's going on. All right, Face of Green Winters. What's up, Dragon Spear? Good to see you. There you go, Murray. Yeah, exactly. The display goes blank for a moment. Then the face of Green Winters winks onto the screen. There's a look of astonishment on his face. Timestamp in the video reads 2054-11-17. Holy shit. I just stumbled onto some of Adrian's old lab notes. I'm not going to say how I came across these. Someone might get hurt if the wrong people watch this. But I've checked them against some of Adrian's old handwriting samples, and they're legitimate. Holy shit, this is big. Alright, okay. Back up. Slow down. Breathe. Okay. So these notes, they pretty much confirm something that I'd always suspected. The Luftwaffe didn't shoot down Feuerschwinge. Called it. Called it. I mean, they tried. They pumped thousands of rounds into the air around here, and they lobbed rockets at her for months. Lost a lot of attack helicopters and fighter craft in the process. But none of those things were responsible for taking her down. The Dragonfall was caused by an experimental warhead, one that Adrian and his Deal Defense think tank designed. I don't understand the science of it, not even a little bit. But from what I can piece together, it looks like they designed some sort of chemical radiological agent that acts on the metagene. I don't think they fully understood what they were doing. It was 2012 after all. I mean, the process worked, but I don't know if they understood why it worked. Anyway, when a warhead full of this stuff comes into contact with a dual-natured creature, like a dragon, say, it drives a wedge between that creature's physical and astral forms. The body gets put into a sort of hibernation state, and the spirit is forced out. Wow. That's cool. It also looks like this process can maintain that state of separation indefinitely, and that's a pretty horrifying thought. A discorporated body is supposed to die in a few hours. I've heard horror stories about ghost-walking mages getting trapped in astral space, unable to rejoin with their meat. I heard they went crazy from the pain. If what I'm reading is accurate, it's entirely possible that Feuerschwinger has been trapped outside of her body for over 40 years. Winters pushes his chair back and slaps the table in front of him. This is why Adrian was always so cagey about the subject of Feuerschwinger after the Dragonfall. He knew for a fact that she was alive, even if only technically. Her body crashed down into the socks, sure, but she wasn't dead. The government wouldn't let Adrian tell the public about any of this, of course. It'd interfere with the lie that they were feeding us, that the fire wing was dead and that everyone was safe and that people should stop hiding in their basements and get back to work again. But privately, he always said that she was still out there, somewhere deep in the socks. I'd always thought that he was paranoid, but I was wrong. He knew. So, what does all of this mean? It means that the stories I got from that ghost rat suddenly sound a lot more plausible. It means that Feuerschwinger is definitely alive, and that Adrian's disappearance is unquestionably tied to her survival. It also means that Germany is in deep shit. Because if Feuerschwinger is still alive, it's only a matter of time before she rears her ugly head again. Okay, that's enough for one night. I'm gonna go get drunk. Wow, man. 3 ramps up to speed, filling the air with a shrill whining sound. Greenwitcher's face appears on the screen. He looks younger than you've ever seen him, but from the way he's carrying himself, he's clearly drunk. The timestamp on the video reads 2033-5:15. Look, Adrian, I understand you. Lord knows I do, but you've got to drop this dragon fixation. People are starting to talk. There's a camera cut. You find yourself looking at a young, handsome Dr. Adrian Vauclair. He wears a slight smile on his face. Oh, they're talking, are they? What a terrible shame. Hey, Tachyon, what's up? Damn it, Adrian, this is serious. You're a public figure. You could lose everything if you don't keep these ridiculous fairy tales to yourself. Hermie, my theories are not, as you call them, fairy tales. Dragons are real. I saved Germany from one. Have you forgotten? No, of course not. Everyone knows that you killed the Firewing. Stopped. Not killed. Fine, stopped. Whatever. Winters swipes a bottle off the table in front of him, drains it, and drops it to the floor. Call it whatever you want. But Adrian, you're the only one who's still this obsessed with the damned things. There aren't that many of them, and they're not taking over the world. Vauclair's voice is quiet, soft. Such is the cry of the cancer patient, unaware of what's killing him. I'm fine, not to worry. I'll smoke another cigarette. What's the harm? He doesn't see what's happening, but he winds up dead all the same. Aw, poor 10. Now you're just being maudlin. Look, Adrian. You mark my words, Hermie. Within 5 years, corporations, even countries, will fall to these creatures. And the worst part is nobody will care. Oh, people will tut-tut about it. There may be a protest or two, but nobody will actually do anything to stop them. The immortal, all-powerful, utterly pitiless reptiles will seize more and more of our power, wealth, and territory, and we foolish, short-sighted mortals will never get it back. Green Winters chuckles uncomfortably, raises his hands in the air in a supplicating gesture. Come now, Adrian. We could solve the problem, of course. But we, as a species, are unwilling to invest our energy into problems that aren't staring us right in the face. As it was with climate change, so it is with dragons. I've accepted that. But you can't ask me to stop caring about it. You're hopeless, Adrian. Fine, by all means, keep caring. Just keep your conspiracy theories to yourself. I'm telling you this for your own sake. Yes, Hermie. You're right, of course. I mustn't jeopardize my credibility with the masses. It's not just your credibility that I'm worried about. Talk is talk, but sometimes I worry that you're really going to go back to the socks. Hermie, Please, big brother, just drop all of this. Stop hunting the Firewing and start living your life again. If you won't do it for yourself, then for Christ's sake, do it for me. Alright, Hermie. I'll try. Interesting. What's up, Crip? Alright, cool, 10. I know, where's the explosions? A rattling sound fills the air. The disc runs its cray. Screen fills with text. Meet and mate singles dating profile. Last active, 11554. Caucasian, 50. I'm a fun-loving guy who's also a great listener. I love hiking, clubbing, and all kinds of pets. Looking for a cute, funny, adventurous girl who's down to party. I don't respond to profiles without pics. No orcs, no trolls. Sorry, ladies. That's got to be a code. That can't possibly be, like... Alright, time to talk to Paul. Alright, Paul, what's this terrible news? As you step forward, the rest of your team falls silent. Amsel shifts his attention to you. You can see the worry on his face. Arvanelaran, I have new information. I'm afraid that the news isn't good. So you said over the comm. Go on, we're listening. 2 years ago, a large shipment of a highly lethal radioactive bioweapon disappeared en route to a storage facility in Dresden. The weapon was designated X-15. I have traced the path of the missing shipment. It was delivered to the Harfeld Manor. Well, that sounds horrible. It is. I've heard of this stuff before. Back in the service, we called it Doom. I've never run across it in the wild, but I've heard enough horror stories to know that I don't want to. The stories that you've heard are correct. This Doom is an extremely dangerous substance. He gestures to a technical document on his computer's display. I've been reading up. To this day, the story of Doom remains a cautionary tale in biotech circles. It all began when John Romero and John Carmack put together a first-person shooter demonstrating the highest I made that part up. Monoclonal antibody technology is strictly regulated now, and this substance is one of the reasons why. What does this stuff do exactly? Doom kills by destroying a host muscle tissue via radioactive decay. Each individual Doom antibody is bound to a radioactive bismuth-212 isotope. When introduced into a host, these antibodies bind to surface-level muscle tissue. The tissue is then killed with alpha radiation. This process repeats itself until the host wastes away and dies. Jesus. I've heard that Doom was deployed in a couple of border skirmishes back in 41. After seeing what it did to people up close, the UCAS passed a unilateral ban on the stuff. If that doesn't tell you how bad it is, nothing will. Okay, so I hesitate to ask, but what would a dragon want with his Drek? Nothing good. That much goes without saying. This development worries me, Arvin Eleron. It worries me greatly. Let's see. Dragon is a bioweapon. The dragon is, blah, 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 blah. Stockpiling bioweapons will get an even bigger problem we thought in our hands. I'm looking at the big picture. I don't like what I see. I like either one of these, but I'm going to basically make this point about the bioweapons. There's a moment of silence. Then Dietrich speaks up. Well, in my book, this doesn't change anything. What's up, Div? I mean, it ups the stakes if the Firewing's allowed to carry out her plans. Whatever those might be. But we're going to stop her before that happens. That was always the plan. As far as I'm concerned, it's still the plan now. I agree with Dietrich. We need to focus on what's in front of us. Whatever the dragon's larger plans might be, the fact is that she is after us. We shouldn't let ourselves get distracted by anything else. Yes, I concur. For the time being, we must continue forward. And that means you must continue working towards raising Alice's fee. Guess who's got Alice's fee, actually? This guy. What's up, Sat? Hello, Satobo. Yeah, Pav, that's right. I remember a couple being affected by that. I'll leave the matter in your capable hands, Arvin Eleron. When you acquire the necessary funds and are ready to head back out to the rabbit hole, let me know. From there, we will discuss our next steps. Iger nods. Good. If you need me, I'll be getting prepped for the next run. Right behind you, love. Dietrich casts a backward glance at Glory. If any of this has had an impact on her, she doesn't show it. Come on, Glory, let's go. Alright, time to talk to some of the bros. Let's head up there and find out about what's going on with everyone. Yeah, I read about some of those, Puff. Glory favors you with a weak smile, her expression cautious. You're suddenly aware of how very small she is. Ahoy, Arvin Eleron. Gotta admit, I've been dreading this. So, now that you know what I've done, what I am, are you here to tell me off? I wouldn't blame you if you were. We left off in a bad place last time. No, truth be told. Not great, struggling. About how you expect. But thinking about your story, I have a question for you. Yeah, what's that? You've escaped from Harrow, he's still out there. If you're looking to atone for your past, don't you think that shutting him down would be a good place to start? Let's go with that one. Yeah. Yeah, you know, after we've gotten ourselves out of this situation that we're in, I might be able to right some of the wrongs that I committed under Harrow. Okay, so what would you suggest? Freeing the kids should be our first priority. I'd round up some magical support, raid Forestell, and clear Harrow's influence from their minds. Killing ours should be secondary. Wipe out the cult, save any kids. Yeah, let's do this one. I hate giving Harrow the chance to escape, but you're right. Saving the kids is what's important. She pauses, considering her choice, and a smile flits across her lips. This feels like the path to redemption. This feels right. Glad to hear that we're in agreement. Now let's get back on task. After we deal with our more immediate problems, you can go with my blessings. She nods. Right. Thanks, Arvanelleron, for everything. Oh, yeah. Nice. Okay. So I got Glory taken care of. You know we're heading towards the end game because I've gotten through their personal stories just about. Arvanelleron, need something? Thoughts about that last run? That complex needed to be buried. What they were working on in there, it was an atrocity, Arvanelleron. I'm glad that we were able to put a stop to it. Saving the clones was a bold move. It would have been easier to leave them where they were and consider them collateral damage. But it was the right choice, Arvanelleron. Okay, so Iger's happy with me. Alright. Good stuff, Dante. Alright. Now we have Dietrich. And Les Paul. No, no, actually, Murray, that's not really true. I streamed all of the Dead Men Switch, and I'm streaming all of this. This is longer than you might think. When this is done, I'm probably going to have put a good 40 plus hours into Shadowrun, so. Hey, Porquitos, what's up, man? What you need, boss? Back when you took on Humanus, you said that you fought in the Night of Rage. I'd like to hear more about that. Alright, boss, we can talk about it. So I already mentioned that Berlin's punks and anarchists joined forces to fight off the races, right? And after a long, bloody fight, we beat him. What I didn't mention is how I figured into all of this. I'm an anarchist at heart. Always have been. But at the time, I fit squarely into the punk camp. I was 32 at the time. Messerkampf was still touring. Not as much as we did when we were kids, but we had a following. I guess I was sort of an elder statesman for the scene. When we rallied to fight the racists, my followers came along for the ride. Bunch of young kids, all full of piss and vinegar and the immortality of youth. I was full of that good old Dragon Slayer spirit, pissed off and done shaking for a fight. And so I led those kids into the fray. They waded into the riot right alongside me, yelling and screaming with their fists in the air. I don't remember a whole lot of the fight itself, boss, but I do remember the aftermath. A lot of the kids that followed me had grown up listening to my music. They had all of my attitude, Arvanelleron, but none of them had my magic. And youthful enthusiasm was no defense against a knife or a handgun. I left the punk scene for all the reasons I told you, boss. But there was a bigger reason, and I saw it in those kids' broken bodies. This road that I'm on, it leads to the grave. I've got the power to make it a leisurely trip, but make no mistake, that is where I'm headed. Those kids tried to follow in my footsteps, and they wound up sprinting ahead of me instead. Better for me to stay out of the public eye and stick to the shadows. My stint as a role model was ill-advised. Yeah, would you put any thought into what I said earlier? Yeah, boss, I have. It's an interesting idea, but there are risks. I'm thinking that this would not be the best of times to approach him about it. He's the source of my magic, remember? If our discussion turned into an argument, he could take all that magic back into a heartbeat, and then where would we be? From what you told me about the Dragon Slayer, I don't think he'd like the way you're talking. Since when has he ever encouraged you to back down from a fight? You've got a point there, boss. He wouldn't want me to back down ever. Not even from him. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'll ask the Dragon Slayer about shifting priorities, I guess you'd say. Taking on some deserving organization and calling off the hunt for something more impressive than the Firewing. Of course, a fight like that would never really end. I'm never going to bring down a corp or a polyclub all on my lonesome. Maybe that's not a bad thing. It'd take a lot of the guesswork out of life. I don't know, boss. If you have any thoughts about this, I'd love to hear them. Let's see, you've already done some damage to Humanus. How about them? Could they be your new white whale after we're done with all this? If you want big and bad, how about Seder Krupp? They're the biggest corporation in the world, and they're led by an honest-to-God dragon. Why tie yourself to a specific group? I say keep it fluid. Stomp anyone that threatens the flux. Isn't that what Berlin's all about? There you go. Interesting. That's a different approach, but I like it. Hang on a second, I'll ask. The more like say, yeah, I know, Murray. I'm sorry, man. I'm trying. He closes his eyes and concentrates. Minutes pass. Slowly a smile creeps across his face. Yeah. Yeah, I think that he'd like this plan just fine. That was it? That was all it took? The Dragon Slayer doesn't mince words, boss. If he didn't like the plan, he'd have told me. Dietrich's grin widens. He looks more at ease than you've ever seen him. Well, boss, I've got myself a plan and a new target to boot. That's assuming that, of course, any of us make it through our current predicament alive. Gamermain, what's up, Gamermain? You know, Dietrich, now that you've got a handle on your connection with the Dragon Slayer, you could probably reach out to your old community again. Berlin's punks could benefit from your experience. Yeah, boss, I was thinking the same thing. Maybe I could give back a bit and fix some of the damage I caused in my misspent youth. After we're finished dealing with the crisis in front of us, that is. It's a good thought, anyway. I'll keep it in mind. Any updates on Alexander? Nothing new, boss. He's adjusting. It's going to take some time. Any thoughts about that last run? You know, boss, living in Berlin, I never thought I'd get the chance to fight a blood mage. Guess today was my lucky day. Not sure how I feel about your freeing these clones. Those clones. It might have been kinder to have put them out of their misery. It was your call, though. Alright. That takes care of Dietrich. That takes care of everybody but Blitz. I'm going to talk to Paul first, and then I'll go on to Blitz. German is beautiful. Avanelaron, greetings. Something I can do for you? Let's see. I need your password to transfer Alice's payment onto a cred stick. Yes. Yes, very good. Excellent, in fact. This has been a long time coming, Avanelaron. You don't have to tell me how long it's been, old man. I'm working my ass off, crazy. You're telling me. Alright, Arvanelaron. Before you make this transfer, there's a few things you should know. Firstly, this is a one-way operation. Once the funds have been transferred to the cred stick, the only person who'll be able to access them is Alice. As far as the team is concerned, the money will simply disappear. Let's see. Are you sure that we can trust Alice? I am. Believe me, her reputation in the Shadow community is worth far more to her than 50,000 nuyen. She will deliver the information that she promised. Besides, what other choice do we have? We cannot run, and money will do us little good if we're dead. I suppose that's true. Okay, keep going. What was the second thing? Secondly, once you make your way to the rabbit hole with the funds, it's go time. I trust that you understand what I mean by that. Go ahead and clarify it for me. What I mean is that retrieving Alice's information will be our only priority. No more distractions and no more side work. I will busy myself cancelling your remaining jobs and smoothing any ruffled feathers. Makes sense. Anything else? Isn't that a bit premature? We don't know what else has come up with. In for a penny, in for a pound, Arvanelaron. I'm confident that Alice will provide us with useful information. With that Firewing hunting us, I'd go so far as to say that we've all staked our lives on that presumption. When we have Vauclair's location in hand, we need to be ready to strike. None of your other obligations matter compared to that. Alright, I guess that makes sense. Anything else? Just that you need to be sure before committing to this. Time is important. The great dragon wants us dead, and this is not a thing to take lightly. But you shouldn't return to the rabbit hole until you're prepared to act. If you have any doubts, then I'd urge you to wait. No, I'm ready. I need to, you know, equip up, but... Excellent. The password is Vokalingen. Once you're en route to the rabbit hole with the funds for Alice's payment, I will cancel the team's remaining obligations. Understood. I have to say, Arvanelaron, this lifts an enormous weight off of my shoulders. When Monica brought you on board, I was initially unsure about you. I would never have said that to anyone else, of course, but I kept you under a watchful eye. I can see now that I needn't have doubted her judgment. She chose her successor well. Thanks, boss. Now, please, go fetch the information from Alice. We're one step closer to surviving this mess. I know, you think 10, it's like, just to be sure. It's like the suicide mission to ME2. When you do this, you're not going to come back. Don't think you can come back, because... That's good. It's going to give me a chance to talk about, That will give me a chance to talk to Blitz. And then I need to check into, I need to re-equip, basically. So that's good. That'll be a perfect setup for tomorrow's cast. Tomorrow's cast will be going into the final dungeon. Perfect timing. So let me go talk to Blitz. I'm going to talk to Blitz, and then I'm going to equip. Arvanelaron. I'd offer you a smoke, but that was my last one. How'd that whole Emily situation work out? Turn up anything new? Yeah, well, sort of. It's mostly speculation, truth be told. So what's the deal? Is she working with the Azzies or what? No, I don't think so. But I do have a new lead. After our talk, I went wading into all of the Az Technology matrix hubs that I could find. Nothing too deep, don't worry. I didn't want to set off any alarm bells. But I had a hunch that if I poked around long enough, I'd find something that might lead me to Emily. And sure enough, I did. A message from the genuine article herself. Whoa, she messaged you? Sure enough. Sent me a note. Want to hear what it said? I'll tell you. The note said, and I quote, "Lay off, Blitz. I told you to leave me alone. You've shown admirable self-control over the past year. Please don't give up on it now. I'll be back when I can, if I can. Until then, keep away from me for both of our sakes." So I found her. And she wants nothing to do with me. Again. No explanations, no apologies, just a verbal pat on the head. I've shown admirable self-control. Really? She makes it sound like I'm a toddler or something. So did you lay off like the message said? Hell no, I wasn't going to stand for that. Where did she get off stealing from me and then acting like it was my fault? I tried to trace the message like any good Decker would. What's up, Smacky? And did you succeed? No. She's good, Arvin Eleron. Better than I ever thought she was. I couldn't trace the damn thing. I could keep digging, though. I mean, if she noticed me doing it before, I must have been close. But before you say anything, I was more discreet this time. I can be subtle if I have to. Nobody noticed what I was doing, and I did find another clue. I hesitate to ask. That's okay, I'll tell you anyway. I found a connection between Emily and Seder Krupp. So, do you think that she works for SK then? That she stole the encrypted data from you to give to them? I'm getting this, like, Casino Royale, the new one, vibe. With Bond and his girl. You know what I mean? If you guys have seen, you know, Moneypenny and Bond in Casino Royale, you'll know what I'm talking about. Well, maybe. I don't know. It's confusing. I was also able to track down some message fragments connecting her to the Shockwillen writer. So maybe she was a Seder Krupp mole, and she got close to me so that she could, I don't know, so she could profit from my decking expertise? Maybe when she told me not to steal that data, she was using reverse psychology. That's gotta be it. She must have wanted me to take it. But then again, maybe she's with a Shockwillen writer, and she's screwing both the Azzies and SK over. If that's the case, maybe she was with me because she genuinely wanted to be. He pauses for a moment, considering. Then all at once, he seems to perk up. His chest puffs out, and he nods once decisively. In either case, I should make an effort to find her. I mean, she's playing a dangerous game, whether she's with SK or the Shockwillen writer. Maybe she's gotten herself in too deep. She might need help. I mean, why else would she send me such a cryptic message? Let's see. I think that you should go after her. She's clearly in over her head. What if she needs you? You're right, of course. You're absolutely right. Besides, it's not like she could send me a distress call. Her communications are probably being monitored. I'll bet that she spent the whole last year waiting for me to come riding into the rescue. Well, I don't know about that. Blitz claps his hand, then rubs them together in excitement. Get set, Chief. You're about to witness an event. When my gung-ho personality and legendary skills come together, the whole world stops and takes notice. Sure it does, Blitz. I can't wait to see how this plays out. You won't have to wait long. I know just the place to hit. That same-ass technology data node that I stole the information from in the first place. I already know that I can get past the security, and my gut tells me that I'll find Emily there. Thanks for the encouragement, Chief. I knew that this is the right thing to do, of course, but you've helped to quiet any lingering doubts I might have had. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a damsel in distress to rescue. Thoughts about that last run? Xenos, what's up, man? Hey, Polar. I never thought that I'd set foot in an Technology building. Looks different in Meat Space than it does in the Matrix, I'll say that much. Truth be told, Chief, I found the whole experience kind of nerve-wracking. I'm glad that we're out of there. I'm even gladder that the building is a pile of smoldering rubble now. Talk to you later, Blitz. That's it. Cool. Alright. Alright, let's check with Cammy, and then we're re-equipping. That's going to be it. What's up, Shadowed? Alright. Okay. Time to get some stuff. Want to talk to me yet? Nope. Ever since we got off on the wrong foot back there, you just have never been the same, have you? See what we've got. Acid Bolt 1. I already own Acid Bolt 2. I don't have Conjuring for Acid Bolt 3. Summoner's Guard, which I already have. Okay, so I've already got equipment. So what I do need, though, is some medkits. Whoops. Owned. Alright, let me pick this up. Because I got plenty of money now. Already got slow too. Alright, let's do those two. That's slow. That's haste. Quiet bomb and fog. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think I'll stick with this for now, actually. Alright. Now I need to go get some med kits from the good doctor. Kata, what's up, man? Oh, alright, cool, Shadow. Have fun with that, man. What's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Yeah, I am feeling better, thank you. Not a fun weekend. Not a fun Saturday, really. I was doing better by Sunday, but Saturday kind of sucked. But, yeah, no, I am on the mend. Wife and daughter are on their way out to your neck of the woods. Oh, which reminds me, by the way, Kata. Kata, I forgot. I am going to be in Seattle, sir. Starting a week from yesterday. Tuesday, I'm going to be flying into Seattle, and I'm going to be at this conference called NorwestCon over Easter weekend. And I'm going to be leaving again. I'm flying back on the Tuesday after Easter. So I don't know what your schedule looks like, but if there's any way we could figure out a way to meet up or something, bro, it would be awesome. So that's happening soon. So, yeah. Just let you know. That also goes for anybody else, by the way. If anybody else is going to be in the Pacific Northwest, I would love to hang out. Yes, cute. I'm sure that yes, Anos. I'm sure that Kata's own pregnant wife would have no problem with this either. Your plans are always so well thought through, Xanos. Always so well thought through. Xanos, why have I not gotten more like, oh my god, I can't wait from you about the fact that tomorrow night at 8, I'm going to have Mitch Gitle, the executive producer and the co-founder of Harebrained Schemes that put out this game. I'm going to have the guy who wrote this game, Andrew McIntosh, who wrote Dragonfall, and Mike McCain, who's the lead artist on this. I would have thought you would have been all over that, man. I mean, I know it's not Jim Butcher, but... Oh, understood, man. I understand. No, I got that, dude. You know, just the kind of thing, like, if you think about it and you think it's possible, let me know. Yeah. Cleaning you out, bro. Okay. Okay, and I probably want to remove... Yeah, I'm gonna give that to others. Okay. Hey, what's up, Miv? Good to see you, man. Yeah, you didn't know that, Xanos? Yep. Yeah, very cute. Oh, I would appreciate that, Shadow. Yeah, I'm going to make another announcement about that. I have not had a lot of time to promo it because I only knew about for sure that it was going to happen last Friday, and then I didn't know the people until basically the day before yesterday is when I got the official word about... Sorry, yesterday is when I found out who it was going to be. So it's like... so now I'm like trying to... I really want to make sure they have a good turnout because I'm going to be finishing this game, it seems pretty likely, tomorrow. So that'll be perfect timing working it out with them. But I'm really looking forward to it. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. And yeah, as much as you guys can spread the word, without being obnoxious about it, of course, but as much as you guys can spread the word, be much, much appreciated. I need a drone repair kit also. Need some tech. Okay. All right. Kata's army is growing. No, that's understood, dude. I gotcha. What's up, Ramir? I see how it is, Xanos. Hey, Satan's girl, what's up? What is that? What do you want to do in life? Weather is fine. Yeah, man. If it were in the budget, let me tell you, if it were in the budget, it's gonna be nice and rainy in Seattle. I don't know what you mean. All right. So I got myself equipped. Now I need to actually do the cred stick thing. Yeah, we got some IT situations going on. You want to be a forensic anthropologist? Nice. I knew somebody, actually, I think I know someone that's a regular of mine who's a forensic anthropologist, but I can't remember who it is. Oh, man. It is the artist, Mike McCain, the writer, Andrew McIntosh, and Mitch Gitle, who is the co-founder and studio manager. He's the executive producer also. That's his business card. See? So Mitch Gitle is the other guy. Yeah, rain will be quite cleansing. Yeah, exactly. Someone did. I can't remember who it was. Someone is one of those people. Someone is a forensic anthropologist. Or has done work in it anyway. Oh, shoot. What is it? Vulcan something? Volklingen. Okay. Transfer complete. Sitting in its dock on the keyboard, a green LED blooms to life. Analysis cred stick. The trigger has been pulled. The rabbit hole awaits. Objective complete. Okay, you're all done. And you're all done. Okay, cool. All right, Paul. Time to go deal with Alice. Yeah, I know, Satan's girl. Sometimes you're like, come on. Okay, let me save that. Let me make sure that I'm going to the right spot. Okay. All right. Awesome. So that is where we're going to be going. When we start up, that is where we're going to go. 10,500. Very nice. Very nice. Game saved. Let's make sure that it actually saved. Okay. Awesome. Cool. Huzzah! Hey, congratulations, duty. 10,000 views. Nice job, man. Congratulations. That is good stuff. All right, folks. So as promised, I said that this was going to be a short, but sweet, I hope, second part of the stream. So we did episode 3 of The Wolf Among Us this morning, which was awesome. And we just did this now, and this, I think, was really cool, too. So a couple things. We are going to do a giveaway and then a raid, so don't anyone go anywhere yet. I have stuff that I got to get done, Xanos, so that's why normally I don't stream at night on Wednesdays. I've got school tomorrow, and I got stuff I got to prep for, but I had to bring my wife and daughter to the airport and all that stuff that I've already talked about. So I streamed earlier today for a couple hours, about 2.5 hours, I think, 2 hours, something like that. And today I just stream for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So tomorrow, however, I will be here with bells on. So a couple things. First of all, just a couple of reminders. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be here or be there, be square. Tomorrow is the big stream, Shadowrun Returns with Mitch Gitle, with Andrew McIntosh, and with Mike McCain. Please be here for that, and please tell everybody. I really would love a good turnout for this, and bring some good questions for these folks. When we did this with Shadowrun Returns some months ago, and we got John Helfers and a bunch of those folks on, it went really well. I think everyone really enjoyed it. Obviously, you guys know it went really well with the Paper Sorcerer dev. It went really well with the Stoic Studio guys. That was awesome. So let's hope that we can keep that up. You guys are the best. So I really appreciate it. Giving me a helping hand and sort of helping along lines with stuff. So so please spread the word about that. Tomorrow, the interview with them, and of course playing the game. I'll be finishing it in all likelihood tomorrow. Friday, we will move on to Island of the Lizard King. I'm looking forward to that. One of my Fighting Fantasy game books, a little bit of a palate cleanser. And then starting the next stream that I have, the next live stream that I have, is going to be moving into my next game, which is going to be Might and Magic Legacy, courtesy of Gil Tonum. There may also be another Baldur's Gate 2 stream thrown in there. Now that we've defeated Irenicus, the Infinity and Beyond crew wants to, you know, move on and do the next kind of thing. So we will see about stuff like that. So that's what's going on for the immediate future. Now, before everyone runs off and goes somewhere, we're going to be doing a raid, and we're going to be doing a giveaway. So let me pull up the music here. I've been really digging this recently. Right. No, 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 no. Ah, there we go. Huh. Yes, Talisman may definitely be one of the things that we will look into, Xanos. Depends on how all the workload and everything goes, but we will see. All right, so let us now move into the giveaway portion. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, if you win this game that I'm about to talk about, if you win this giveaway, you will have a chance to win one of the following games, all of which have been gifted to me through wonderful, generous viewers. The options are as follows. Today, we are going to go with a smorgasbord, if you will. Option number 1, if you win tonight, you will be able to choose a copy of Torchlight 2. Option 1 is Torchlight 2. Option 2 is Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Platinum Edition. And option 3 is Borderlands 2. So your options are Torchlight 2, Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Platinum, or Borderlands 2. Those are your options if you win tonight. So with that said, let me put in the keyword here. Hold on a second. My bad. Wait a second. There we go. No, no, no. Wait, 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 wait. You guys gotta wait till the giveaway actually starts. I love this music, ActRaiser. All right. Also, for those of you who are new here, I hope you like what you see in here and will follow if you are new here. And if not, and you're regulars, wonderful to have you all, of course. Sorry, Law. Yeah, man. See you, 10. Good luck with the motherboard, 10. Good luck with everything with the motherboard, 10. Oh, man alive. Okay, so last call. Apparently the motherboard that 10 of clubs wants to complete her computer is discontinued, and she couldn't easily find a replacement, so... Alright, here we go. So the winner of the contest to win either Torchlight 2, Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Platinum, or Borderlands 2 is... Speak of the devil, 10. 10, are you still here? Or did you leave already, 10? Is 10 already here? Ten. Man. Sorry, guys. It's that whole don't enter if you don't want to win thing. Oh, well. Hey, what's up, Lego? Prizes this evening game are either, let's see, Torchlight 2, Roller Coaster Tycoon Platinum, Tycoon 3 Platinum Edition, or Borderlands 2. A couple bigger games today. I also heard that there's a Borderlands 3 game that's now confirmed, I heard. So, see if that's true. Thanks, Tekken. Xanos. No, but Murray, they did confirm Half-Life 3. No, I'm kidding. No, they didn't. No Half-Life 3. Yeah, Saints Girl is already on it. He's like, wait, Half-Life 3? Yeah. Oh, man. Alright. So, here we go. Counting down. Feeling much better, Lego. Thank you very much. Yeah. Feeling much better. Still a little tiny stuffed up, but way better than I was a few days ago. So, thank you. Yeah, the music from Magic Sword. That's a good call. No, I haven't thought about that in a long time. I should check that out. I can find it on YouTube easily enough. Okay. Yes, I do, gamer. That is going to be in July. ReaderCon is in July. I don't know if it's like mid-July or end of July. I don't actually remember at the moment, but it's in July is when I'm going to be in Boston for that. So, okay, let's see if this is any good. This is a TechWorks cover. That's kind of a cool cover. I dig that. Okay. All right, here we go. Thank you. Thank you very much, Law. Okay, the winner is... Crip wins! The question is Crip sober enough to accept this prize? Is Crip sober enough to be aware that he even won one? Crip, you here? Nice. How? What? Huh? What's it gonna be, Crip? The prize choices are Torchlight 2, Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Platinum, or Borderlands 2. Smacky. All right. Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Platinum. All right. Let me make sure. I've heard good things about this one, actually. All right, let me make sure that I got you on here. Ah, okay. Yeah, so you just need to send me a friend request, man, and then as soon as you send me one of those, I will send this right out to you. But that is awesome. All right. Lau, let me take a look and see who we're going to raid today. Let me check this out. Yeah, the Arvanauts. You know that Satan's Girl? Yeah. Absolutely the Arvanauts. Not my idea. That was Zamaria's idea, and I love it. I love me some of it. Okay. And I know exactly who we're going to raid to. Okay, so we are going to do that in just a moment. So he's going to do that as well. Yeah, gamer. You know the way it works, man. You know the way it works. So, Crip, just make sure you send me the friend request, okay? Just do it. As soon as I get it from you, I will send this off to you. All right, folks. Now, we are going to be going here. Well, we're going to actually, first of all, let me show you what you're actually going to do. You're going to be typing in this in just a minute when Lawbot figures it out. Ah, there we go. Huzzah. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be heading over there. And when we go there, we are going to be going to... Hang on one second. Give me one moment. Okay, give me just 1 second. I'm checking to see about this person. I think I know who I want to raid, but 1 second. Hold on 1 second. This person I'm thinking about raiding is acting like they might be getting off, so I want to make sure that I don't send you over somewhere. Okay, cool. Perfect. All right, guys, so I'm going to be heading out. Again, back tomorrow, Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, with the Shadowrun Returns, folks. So please, 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 spread the word and please come back yourselves. With that said, we're going to go do that raid in just a minute, but before we do, quick thank you to everyone, as always. Thanks to Anominatus, and I hope everything works out with the server stuff, man. Thanks a lot, dude. Anominatus, someone you should absolutely be following. Always a pleasure to see Stolbo here. Stolbo is an awesome guy, good friend, and working on the computer version of Icarus, which I'm very excited about. And I will have, by the way, I have an announcement about Icarus, which I will be able to give you in not a lot of detail, but some detail tomorrow and hopefully more on Friday. So I have an Icarus announcement coming up, a good one. Lego, always a pleasure to have Lego here. Thanks for stopping by, do at the end. I appreciate it. Pleasure to have Lawkeeper here. Thanks for all the work on the bot, man, as always. I've said that before, but I will keep saying it because I really do appreciate it. Xanos, thank you so much for getting me, by the way, this awesome game. Dragonfall has been great. I've really, really enjoyed it. So really good stuff. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Benny Hill, big pleasure, as always, to have you on board, sir. Benny Hill's been with me for a long time. Always good to have Dragon Spear here, who's been checking out this quite a bit. For some reason, Dragonfall seems to appeal to Dragon Spear. I can't imagine why that would be. Duty Calls, another good, awesome guy that you guys should follow. Very good streamer, fun guy. Always a pleasure to have stuff. Crip, what's up? Well, I'm saying goodbye to everybody. Franzel, always a wait, what? Okay. Where am I? Yes. Cool. What else have we got? Let's see what else is going on here. So blah 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 blah. Yes, right. So Franzel, thanks a lot, dude, for stopping by. I appreciate it, man. Always good to see game misconduct. Sorry about your Badgers, man, but thanks for the love on the Yukon stuff. I appreciate that, man. This too shall pass. The Badgers are going to be good next year, so don't you worry about that. Joseph, always a pleasure to be able to have you. Always a pleasure to have you here, Joseph. So thanks for stopping by again, man. Crip, keep at it. We'll figure out a way to do it. If worst comes to worst, Crip, just send me like a private message on Twitch or something like that, and we'll figure something out so I can get it to you via Steam, okay? So don't worry about it, man. Just one way or the other, we'll figure out a way to get it to you. Porquito's always good to see you. Another guy you should be following. Good guy. French-Canadian. Streams both in English and French, so he's a good guy to check out. Always a pleasure to have Miv here. Definitely check things out with Miv. Yeah, thanks a lot, dude, for stopping by, Miv. I saw you were here for the first part of the cast as well, so thanks, man. Maul, always a pleasure to have you on. He's been with me since the Catabasis days, so definitely thanks a lot, Maul, for being there as well. Always a pleasure to have Murray here, so hope I didn't butcher the German too badly, Murray. But always a pleasure to have you here. Always a pleasure to have Pav on here as well. Thanks a lot, man. Pav knows all about the Stoic Studio stuff, because I think I met him, I'm pretty sure, on a stream that was Trump's stream, I think, that was playing the Banner Saga. So anyway, hopefully I'll see you here tomorrow for the Thursday night stream, and all of you. Doug and I saw that you just came in here. No problem, man. I know you came in here just now, but always a pleasure to have you here, man. Thanks, dude. Always a pleasure to have Ramir here, as always. Ramir, a Pathfinder guy. Good to see you, man. Rez Shami, a pleasure to have Rez here, even though I think Rez is in class or something like that, but that's okay. Love you, Rez. No problem, man. I'll catch you soon. I will catch Roik soon as well. Good to see you as always, sir. Hope all is going well with a project of which we both know quite a bit about at this point. Sertifi, always a pleasure to have Sertifi here. Hope everything is going well with you, man. Slide Tie, been a little while since I've seen you, but pleasure. Good to have you in here, man. Thanks for stopping by. Always a pleasure to have Smacky Butts in here as well. It's good to see you. Stolpen, always a pleasure to have you here too. Thanks for stopping by, man. You were here fairly early, actually. And I think on the morning cast, or the earlier afternoon cast as well. Tachyon, always a pleasure to have you in here, man, and I will catch you again soon. Gamer Main, always a pleasure to have Gamer here. It's good to see you again, man, and thanks for stopping by. And of course, Zach Fack. I said Zach Fack is what I originally said. Your name is not Zach Fack. Your name is Zach Fan. Zach Fan 12. Zach, always a pleasure to have you here, man. That's it for me. I'm heading out now. Again, catch me tomorrow, Thursday at 8. Please, everybody, be here. Please bring your questions. Please bring the fact that you're the best viewers on Twitch. Please confirm that for me. It's always been true, so please continue to make it be true. And please spread the word. As many people as we can get in on that stream, the better. Okay? Thanks, everybody. Love you all. And the raid is here. We are going to go hang out with Graydon. Graydon is playing, he was playing Diablo 2. Now I think he's playing some Final Fantasy 14. So let's get that done. Let's do this. Let's do that, which is that Volcano without the period. All right. Thanks, guys. Love you all very much. You are the best. And I will catch you all tomorrow evening. Go do that raid. Catch you soon. Have a good one.